Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bible Tidbits YouTube channel. In today's fun little episode, it's been 1 year since I released my review of this Bible. And this is the most watched video on my YouTube channel. It actually beats all my podcast episodes as well. And there's been some comments on that wanting an update. And I've held off for the 1 year. And truthfully speaking, this has not been my daily use Bible. But I think this will be a good video for you if maybe you have other premium Bibles or I have others, but if you're like me, this thing is nice and I've struggled with it. So I've carried it to church most Sundays that it wasn't cloudy. I've been using it to read here and there. As of lately, I've been using it to read daily. But that hasn't been a super long time doing that because I was already in a different reading plan whenever I purchased this Bible, and I just finished it up. But start off the cover. You see a lot of those videos of the guys that just completely wrinkled up and completely broken. With regular use, it doesn't happen that fast. As you see, this is a year trying to get the light to reflect off of it, and it's still smooth. You can kind of see the eyes, or the camera doesn't seem to be picking it up, but you can kind of see it starting to get a little bit from use, but not much. So if you're using this thing daily, it'll definitely happen a lot faster. If you're a little rough with it, you can see it kind of around the corners here. Try to get the light on that. It's tough to see. Definitely has some scratches in it, which the light's not picking up most of those here. It'll pick up, I have a bigger one in the back here. You can kind of see right along there. They're easy to see with the eye, but not super easy on the camera. But it's definitely getting some scratches and dings in it, which is the intention of buying the Wellington Bible. And this, didn't mention the title, this is the ESV Heirloom Heritage Edition. And in this video, so I'm going to say it, this has become my daily use Bible now. So in another year, I'm going to upload a video about using this thing every day for over a year, just to show you how it progresses from this point. A few minor scratches, a little bit of change on the corners here. I do have, where's it at? Yeah, right here in the gilding. I've kind of got a little spot there that caught a little damage. But in this video, I want to kind of talk about one point, and this is a point everybody's looking for, especially all the Bible reviewers. I don't ever see myself being one of the Bible reviewers, but if I have some cool Bibles, I want to show them to you, just have more out there for you to see. But to me, this is the perfect Bible. I know a lot of people saying they're looking for the perfect Bible, and really that's subjective to what you like. But I want to say why it's my perfect Bible, but I do have one issue with it. Not a huge issue, but I do have one issue with it. But first off is the size for me. You see my hand, how it fits around that? It's just perfect. Study Bibles, it's a little too much to grab. Thin lines, they're a little small. The font's a little small. This is just a perfect footprint size. It's comfy to hold. It's comfy to carry. It's comfy size to hold and read for me. And I love that aspect about it. Because this is, whenever I had my thin lines, I wish I had a little bit more thickness. And my preaching Bible, which I love, you can kind of see it right there, it's just a little too thick for me. So this thing is just the perfect carry size for my hands, which I don't have the largest hands. I wear XL in everything except gloves. My gloves are a large. But it's just comfy. It's not too heavy. It's not too light where I just feel like I'm flopping it around everywhere. So I really like the size of it. Another thing that's kind of a big deal for me is the ribbons here. People complain about crossway ribbons. Yeah, I kind of get their points. I don't know how you could fit 4 ribbons in here, though, if you had them all side by side, because they're 2 stacked and 2 stacked there. But the fact that it has 4 ribbons, I like to have bookmarks in different spots of the Bible. For instance, right now, I am teaching out of the book of Genesis. My discipleship partner and I are going through Proverbs. My personal reading's in Exodus, but I'm moving through the Old Testament. In this, I started in Genesis in this recently for a class. And then I'm reading from the New Testament quite a bit, especially going to look at maybe the passage I'm studying in Greek to see what the English has in it. So I want to have bookmarks that I can spread throughout the Bible. In all my study Bibles, my ESV study Bibles, I cut the bookmarks out and I put 4 nice ones in so I can have that same thing. And then my thinner ones, I have another Bible I use to primarily teach out of because I teach with youth. And my first night in youth, I took a goatskin Bible over to the youth room. It got knocked off the podium. It was okay, but I didn't want to take this one after that. So I've got a cheaper one I keep over there, and I've got 2 bookmarks in it, so I can mark off different places I'm teaching out of specifically. But the size, 4 bookmarks, it's a great foundation to start off with. And then the next thing, I'm a big single column guy. I love single column. Dual column's not bad. I have a lot of dual column Bibles. But there's not a lot of single column Bibles out there. And to have this size, the bookmarks in the single column format, to me, that was just an awesome thing. When this Bible originally came out in the Wellington Leather, I didn't buy it, and I started beating myself up whenever they were out of stock and I couldn't buy it. And then when they came in with the Wellington, I pre-ordered it because I was not missing this again. And so the single column format, and it's just such a comfy font size. I don't remember this. I want to say it's 9.5 because I feel like a thin line's 8. So just a little bigger there, easy to read. I know some people struggle reading the single column because it goes so far, but to me it's just like a book. The verses stand out. They aren't a different color or anything. They aren't bolded, it doesn't seem like, but I can pick them out easy with the whole font and format and spacing of the text. So it's not like a big deal that I don't have a verse by verse. I know some people, I think MacArthur says that a preacher has to have a verse by verse Bible, and I struggle to read them. Maybe for my preaching someday I'll move to verse by verse, but just for my general use, I don't want that. And then another thing that I love and I have not brought myself to use, I keep saying someday I will, but look at that margin space right there. That is, you get my whole fingertip on there. That's a good bit of margin space. I have the ESV wide margin Bible, and that's the one I use to teach out of, primarily because it's got a bigger font and I can put some notes in the side. Its margin size is not much bigger than that, truthfully. It's a little bigger, I'll say, but not much bigger. So lots of room. You aren't going to write big notes out, but put little cross references, maybe have a symbol system. Matthew Everhart has a great video on that. I use a lot of his symbols and markings whenever I take notes. But it's just all around. Just comfy size, plenty of bookmarks, single column. It doesn't have references. I watched one guy, check out his YouTube channel, Colton Yarbrough, and he did the perfect EDC Bible, and one of his stipulations was it has to have the references. Some people, it was a big thing. To me, it's not. I'm okay not having it because I can cross-reference with my phone, my Logos app, or I usually have an iPad on me or something like that. So I'm okay with not having that within my Bible, and it helps it to be this perfect size. So to me, it's tough to beat this. And coming in premium. There's a lot of great Bibles. There's one, it's the ESV single column reference Bible, actually. So it's a single column that has references in it. And it's nice, but it comes in True Tone at this moment. I think February next year there will be a genuine leather option for it. But I love genuine leather. There's a lot of my Bibles I use. But I like being able to have the premium option because it's the Heritage Edition. I want to pass this Bible down someday, and I truly believe that I will be able to. But that's where I get to my big problem with it, which is kind of a silly problem, and this is a problem that bothers a lot of people. but it's almost too nice. I mean, I paid a lot of money for it. This isn't sponsored. I did pay for this Bible. And, after using it for a year, it feels a little cloudy outside on a Sunday. So today I usually like to get out this Bible because I was doing a read through in a different Bible. But if it was a little cloudy, I'm going to grab a different Bible off my shelf. I grabbed a Skylar or something. If, I'm scared to write in it because it's just it's super nice. I don't want to mess up my handwriting in it. So I find enjoyment in cheap Bibles I can just toss around and not worry about and mark up and all that. And I struggle to do it in these, truthfully. That's more of a personal thing because I've seen guys that have got these that have no problems whatsoever, just going crazy in them, carry them everywhere. But I personally struggle with it. I'll show you this Bible here. This is my large print journaling Bible from Crossway, not gold gilded, lots of writing space. I don't have it completely filled up, but obviously I wouldn't want to do this level with this Bible, but just to fill up and mark. And my view on this Bible, I struggled writing it at first, thinking I was going to mess up my notes. I have Romans really marked up here. But and I said, well, if I mess it up, I'll go get a new one. I'll donate it. Use it for a year, whatever. But this one, you can't just do that. If I mess it up, you're like, okay, I'll give it to a friend and get me a new one so they have a nice Bible. It's so nice. And it's so like, you just hold it and you're like, yes, this is good. But I'm getting over that more and more each day. See, I've got a few scratches and scuffs in it. So it's my daily drive right now. I'm about to go over to my chair and read some of the book of Exodus in it right now. So be on the lookout for in a year. We'll get a little bit heavier use on this Bible and see how it's breaking in. But you see now, after a year of light use, and if you're a person that has a lot of premium Bibles and, you carry a different Bible to church, you read out of different Bibles for your devotion times, this is probably what you can expect after a year, because that's truthfully me. Like, I get it out of the box quite a bit, but not every day, hard use. It's not my only Bible. So definitely like, share, subscribe. Come back in a year to see this Bible again. But also, I've got some other cool ideas. I know I haven't posted a video in a while, but check out my podcast. That's the one that's coming out weekly, and it will continue weekly for, I don't see an end to that. I do have some more video ideas. One of them I just completed. If you see this stack of 3 Bibles right there behind me, I have a video where I'm going to show all 3 of those. Some other YouTubers have been showing them. I've fallen in love with the style, and I've got every translation it comes in now. So definitely like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment. Let me know you're there. I try to get back to all the comments. If you have any questions about this Bible and my use of it, let me know. But I just want to thank you all for watching. We'll see y'all next time.